The Sphere Hunter. This video series is fantastic, and your analysis does a great job of showing how amazingly well written these characters and stories are. Keep it up. Aw, that's a really nice comment. I have added more entries to my Devil May Cry series since this video, and I plan to keep doing more. Thank you for the comments, Sphere Hunter. Wait a minute. Pretty sure I've seen this name before. Excuse me as I go die with a smile on my face. Alright, but in all seriousness, let me get a little mushy on y'all for a bit. Can we get some emotional music to accompany what's about to happen? Lovely. This is actually the first time I've seen a bigger YouTube channel show interest in my videos. Of course, I love to see anyone engaging with my videos within the comments, but I do look up to YouTubers who have managed to find success on this platform. Not all of them, but there are a lot that I can respect. Although the Sphere Hunter is a channel I've recently found thanks to my search results being filled with the words Devil May Cry and Retrospective, I still view this channel with respect for what they've accomplished. So to find Susie within the comments section of this video felt like another layer of validation to what I do, on top of the support I get from the rest of you. You know, it's like the senpai I didn't even know I had finally noticed me, for lack of a better metaphor. But now that you have noticed me, senpai, I'm totally down to compare notes over some virtual coffee, I still have some ideas for more videos on this series, and it's always good to get a second opinion, so if you ain't too busy sometime, or need to make a new video, just know that I'm here. My attempts at networking aside, this comment was a really pleasant surprise. To discover 9 months later. Welcome to Retrospective, the series where I look back at my old champion analysis videos and respond to the comments. This video will be focusing on my Nero's Deadweight video. Sui R. I always found it was lucky that Nero met Dante at just the right time, when he found out his demonic inheritance and the religious order turned out to be a lie and fell. He got the best senior and role model he could look up to and feel related to. Wasn't he imitating Dante's style consciously or subconsciously since DMC4? Because now he talks like him and acts like him. It is mentioned in the DMC5 novel that when losing his arm, the worst thing he felt was the guilt of losing Yamato, which is an important family heritage for Dante, who trusted him with it. Usually Dante would go a lot more subtle with others' feelings, but he was too preoccupied with confronting his brother this time, and all he did was keep pushing Nero away from the fight. Poor young man. That's a good point about losing Yamato. Dante did trust him with it, and since Dante is his role model, that was probably even more motivation for confronting Urizen. Then being called deadweight and kept from the fight just adds on to the inferiority. Like feeling as if the person doesn't trust you anymore because you f***ed up once, even though that's not Dante's intention. It is cute thinking Dante had an influence on his hunting style though. And you're right, Nero was lucky to have found Dante so that he could see someone else like him who, on the surface, seems okay with being what he is. Frogwell. I absolutely love Dante, but Nero has the cooler weapons. A revolver that shoots 2 bullets at once, 1 armor piercing and 1 hollow point, and a vroom vroom sword. I love it. Oh, we gonna start this conversation? We the sons of Sparta. Red Queen, or the more superior title of Vroom Vroom Sword, may not be a devil arm, but damn that is sexy. I can't deny it. Cavalier is also one of my favorites though. It's funny cause it's the slowest of all the weapons, but it's such a heavy hitter that I can overlook it. I end up using Cavalier for everyone in Bloody Palace, which is a pretty common trend with me in games, like in general. I'm a great sword main in Monster Hunter, which has the exact same gameplay philosophy of slow but powerful. I really like Scion from League of Legends, who, besides the ultimate, can't move much but can disrupt the whole team. I've had the most fun playing Lucario in Smash. What can I say, I just like hitting hard. Vito 69PL. Is that a JoJo reference? Pretty Nina 1000, awesome analysis. There's a big difference between Nero and the twins, that the twins already lost everything they lived for. Since their mother's death, each of them is trying to cope in their own way, but Nero already got Kyrie keeping him grounded. That is the source of his life. If he loses her, then we'll get Virgil 2.0. The fact he even called her before he goes to stop them. Nero wouldn't be the way he is without her. By the way, where's the best husbando poll on Facebook? You have a page? I tried to look for the page, but I couldn't find it. Or is it in a group? Yeah, Nero being able to find someone to show genuine love and support is what lets Nero be more level-headed than the both of them. Nero was quick to stop searching for more power when he and Kyrie were no longer in danger, opting in to continue Dante's demon hunting business simply to make enough money to live peacefully with Kyrie and the orphanage they took over, rather than being motivated by a mix of grief and family obligation. As for the poll, I do these meme polls on the community tab of my channel. You know how sometimes you're just scrolling through YouTube on the app and then you'll see some random text post by a channel? That's what I'm talking about. I haven't done that in a while. I should get on that. 777 Roxin. Can we talk about the fact that Nero uses his funds he gets from hunting demons to help Kyrie with the orphanage? Likely because he wants the kids there to grow up in a loving and healthy environment, because it's something he didn't get until he had Kyrie and Credo in his life. I mean, it's also to help Kyrie out because he loves her, but no doubt Nero cares about the kids there as well. Remember how in my Virgil video I mentioned that some people cope with their inferiority differently? While some may seek to be superior, others may seek to try to help those in similar situations. So that's another difference between Nero and Virgil, because Nero managed to find a more humanitarian way of coping with his inferiority after settling down. Nero Biblios. In future DMC games, Nero's even stronger power will come to fruition. The power of the dad jokes. Listen, my people, if you haven't figured out how to attract a woman, it's quite simple. Dad jokes and JoJo poses. Take this wisdom from a single man and use it wisely. Papa Levon. I have a good feeling that the reason his devil trigger looks like an angel is because he is a protector, or guardian angel, if you will. He is protecting the ones he loves, including Dante and Virgil. Yeah, even his demon horns are curved to resemble a halo. Or at least I look at it that way. But like, now that you bring it up, I wonder if angels, or the idea of there being an opposite to demons, exists within the Devil May Cry universe. I personally wouldn't want that because it's kinda boring. I instead like the idea of there being more to demons than just being evil. I prefer the idea that they resemble humans and that they are more complex than we originally thought. Like, being referred to as a demon is something only done within the human world, because the angry and bloodthirsty ones are the only ones they've ever encountered and formed entire religions surrounding them. However, in their own world, they are called something else entirely. Maybe the creatures humans refer to as angels would be found within the demon world, but humans don't see them because they ain't trying to break through the barrier. You get what I mean? I mean, Sparta rebelled to protect humanity after falling in love with Eva, and he was a full-blooded demon. So it's not like there already isn't a precedent for expanding the world even further if they wanted to. That was just some fun little fan fiction that this comment made me think of. Moving on. Blue Lantern Guardian Angel. Good video, my dude. I'm surprised no one else noticed that Nero's color scheme is a mix of red and blue, the color of the Sparta twins. Blue for his thirst for power, but red for his compassion to humans. Nero is a byproduct of Dante's and Virgil's legacy. Yup. Through his inheritance of the Yamato, he got the direct connection to Virgil's power lust. By meeting Dante, he got the mentoring and encouragement. They both impacted our baby boy. DBK. After rewatching the final scenes of Devil May Cry 5 at least 20 times, game is too good, I find it very endearing from Virgil and Dante to head into the demon realm and leaving Nero behind. Cause even if they stay in the human world, they wouldn't be able to live much of a peaceful life. Dante and Virgil are basically veterans. Just like how some war vets have a hard time coming back into society, so would Dante and Virgil. Living a peaceful life is just a dream that can never be realized, because fighting is all Dante and Virgil know. It is their life. But Nero still has a chance to live a peaceful life in the human realm. So, knowing that Nero is capable of taking care of himself and the human realm, the two brothers will be able to go off to do what they only know. Fight. But not without reason. If they ever return, they at least have something worth coming back to. One of my favorite things about the ending scene is the way Virgil and Dante smirk at each other. With that one visual cue, we see that things have changed between the two of them. Fighting may be the only thing that they know, since they devoted their entire lives to it. But you get the feeling that things will be okay. Like they won't just keep on trying to kill each other. Instead, just some good old sibling rivalry. It's kind of like they're choosing to retire together in the demon realm, you know? Most people think of retirement as like not having to work another day ever again. But Dante and Virgil, who spent their entire lives just fighting, choose their retirement to be fighting in the demon realm. Hey, what can I say? That's some badass shit right there. Tiny Mo. Hey, thought I should have informed you. Nero is 25. Hope this helps. Smiley face. Oh, you think you're cute? Well, you probably are. Damn, I'm also gonna be 25 soon in October, and I don't even have my own demon hunting business set up yet. Isn't it crazy how different someone else's life is from yours despite being in the same age range? Cameron Stein. I'd love to see you analyze the characters from The Witcher, especially our handsome boy Geralt of Rivia. Also, where'd you learn to edit? I'm jealous. Well, have I got some news for you. As for the editing, I was taught through a mix of YouTube and just f***ing around with the software. I started with Skysoft Video Editor. I played around with the editor for a while and just got used to it. Then I moved on to Adobe After Effects. However, playing around with Adobe wasn't enough to take full advantage of the software, especially because I'm paying for it. With a teacher's discount though, so not entirely bad. But because playing around isn't enough, I frequently look up tutorials for doing certain things. I write down the steps in my little handy dandy notebooks for when I gotta remember how to do something. As a matter of fact, I f***ing love small notebooks. I don't know what it is, I just like writing in them. They contain all my notes for every video I've ever produced. This Uncharted 4 notebook actually was what I used when I first started making videos, so it's kind of like a personal treasure. Fitting that it's an Uncharted notebook too, with what that story is about. And that is it for this week's retrospective. A little bit of an update. I made a post about making a video on The Last of Us Part 2, and that video is being made. I was originally making a video about Cloud from Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I kind of put that on hold because I really wanted to talk about The Last of Us Part 2. I was going to do a review / psychological analysis, but I'm cutting the analysis part out simply because there's so much that I have to go over with that game about the flaws, and I also want to attempt to explain what I believe was the intended message that the game was trying to do with its ending. I've seen people debate the ending, so I want to give my own take. And rest assured, it does involve a psychological concept, so we will still have psychology within that video. So this is why you guys got a third retrospective video, because I needed to take more time to work on The Last of Us Part 2. But rest assured, that video is getting worked on. After that, I'll go back to my Final Fantasy VII video, but I will also be working on my Big Boss Part 2 video at the same time. Because the Big Boss video was already kind of in the works, I originally put that project on hold because I didn't see that much of an interest from people, but I'm seeing a lot more comments, I'm seeing it getting some more views, I'm seeing people actually ask for it. So I'm going to be working on that with Final Fantasy VII, and we're gonna see which video gets done first, and whichever gets done first gets uploaded first. So yeah, I just wanted to fit that little bit of an update towards the end of this video. I'll make a community post also to update anybody else who hasn't seen this video. And as always, my people, thank you for watching.